Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today, we'll be presenting about arithmetic progression. So, in the statement, it states that in the year of 2015, Farco smartphone shop has sold 210 iPhone 6s. In each year, the shop sold 15 less iPhone 6s than the year before. So the shop sold 195 iPhone 6s in 2016, 100 iPhone 6s in 2017, and so on. The selling price of iPhone 6s in 2015 is 3,600 ringgit. The selling price fell by 200 each year. So that in 2016, the selling price was 3,400 ringgit. In 2017, the selling price was 3,200 ringgit, and so on. Now, the first question is, show the number of sold iPhone 6s in 2020. Second question, calculate the total number of sold iPhone 6s from 2015 till 2020 inclusive at Paco Shop. The third question, when will the total number of iPhones sold at Paco Shop become zero? The fourth question, show the selling price of each sold iPhone 6s in 2020. And last but not least, the last question, if the sold iPhone 6s remain the same in 2015 until 2020, which is 210, calculate the sum of the selling iPhone 6s in 2015 until 2020. Assalamualaikum. Show the number of sold iPhone 6s in 2020. So the first step is we must know which is the first term. Now, in the previous statement, it states that in 2015, there was 210 iPhone 5 sold in 2015. So that is our first term, which is equals to A. It also states that 195 iPhones sold in 2016, which is our second term. Now, after that, we can find our common difference. So D equals to the second term minus the first term. So substitute both 195 minus 210, we will get an answer of negative 15. So with this information, and of course, we must find our number of term, which is in 2020 is 6. So with this information, we can finally substitute into our formula, which is Tn equals to A plus bracket N minus 1 bracket D. So substitute our value, which is T6 equals to 210 plus 6 minus 1 times negative 15. We will get an answer of 135. So the total number of iPhone 6s sold in 2020 was 135. Now, for the next question, do we have any volunteers to answer this?
I will volunteer myself to do it.
All right, Michael.
Okay. The question is, calculate the total number of the sold iPhone of 6s from 2015 until 2020, inclusive at Facro Shop. Okay. The first term, we know that is 210, and second term is 195. Okay, we can find the common difference. The formula of the common difference is second term minus first term, which is we can get the negative 15. Okay, how to find the total number of the sold iPhone 6s from the 2015 until 2020? No, we must know the number. N is the number of year. Okay, N is 6 year, so that we can use the formula sum of term. Okay, sum of term is Sn equal to n minus 2, n over 2, bracket 2a plus n minus 1 multiply d. So that we can substitute the values, we can get the 1,323. That's all for me.
Now, for the third question, I would like to choose someone to answer this. Can Naufal answer this, please?
Yes, I would like to. Okay. For this question, it was stated that when will the total number of iPhones sold at Fakus shop become zero? So, from the earlier information, it was given the first term was 210 and the second term is 195. So with this information, we can find the common differences, which is the formula is D equals to T2 minus T1. Thus, we can put the number in it. D equals to 195 minus 210 equals to negative 15. So, in the question, we can get the information, which is the number of term equals to 0. Thus, we can use the formula, which is Tn equals to A plus n minus 1 times D. So, we can find the number. So, just put the number 0 equals to 210 plus n minus 1 times negative 15. So, we will get the answer. N equals to 15 years. Then, 2015 plus 15 years equals to 2030. But the answer is 2029 because 2015 was included in the 15 years.
Now, for this fourth question, do we have any volunteers to answer this?
I would like to answer this question.
All right.
Okay, these questions want us to find the selling price of each sold iPhone 6s in 2020. We know that the first term, which is A, and the second term, also the third term from the equation above. Now, write down the information that we have like this. We can find the common differences using the formula D equals to terms 2 minus term 1. So, for the question, we will get the common difference is negative 200. We will use the same number of terms from the question A. Next, we will use the formula number of terms, sub in information that we already have, and then calculate it using the calculators. The final answer in 2020, the selling price for each sold iPhone 6s is 200 is RM 2600.
Yes, I would like to answer the question. If the sold iPhone 6 remain the same in 2050 until 2020, which is 210, calculate the sum of the selling of iPhone 6 in 2015 until 2020. From the question, we know that the question when the sum of the selling of iPhone 6s in 2015 until 2020. So we'll need to use the sum of formula, which is Sn equal to n over 2 bracket 2a plus n minus 1 multiply d. From the formula, we need to find d. D is a common difference, which is d equal to term 2 minus term 1. So now, from the question info, we know term 1 equal to a equal to 3,600 multiply 210. The final answer is 756,000. Then we need to find term 2. Term 2 equal to 3,400 multiply 2,010. The final answer get 714 14,000. After we found term 1 and term 2, we can solve common difference, which is D equal to 715,000, 714,000 minus 756,000. The answer get minus 42,000. And we know that there are 6 years between 2015 and 2020, which is n equal to 6. Now, we can solve the question by put the info into the formula. S6 equal to 6 over 2 bracket 2 bracket 756,000 plus 6 minus 1 multiply negative 42,000. We can use the calculate and the final answer get S6 equal to RM 3 million 3,906,000. That's all for me. Thank you.
That concludes our presentation on arithmetic progression. Thank you very much.